Homeowners insurance companies use a lot of tactics to get people to pay more than they need to for insurance. None of this is illegal, of course, but being aware of what they do can help you avoid the traps. You won't overpay, and that can save you thousands over the long run. Insurance companies rely on you not understanding what's in your policy. Most people get a policy when they buy their home, and then they never think about it again. And that's exactly what the insurance company wants. Because when you aren't paying attention, they can raise your premiums year after year, and you'll barely even notice. The best deals go to new customers. It makes sense. They want to lure in new customers with competitive rates. Once they've got you, they quietly increase your premiums at renewal and hope you don't bother to shop around. Reshop your homeowner's insurance every year, even if your mortgage company handles it for you. It's the only way to make sure you're getting the best deal that you can in your situation. If you do switch to get a better deal, watch out for the teaser rates. Some insurance companies will offer you a low price upfront, then increase the rate at your first renewal. It's the oldest trick in the book. Set a reminder on your phone to compare quotes about 10 months into your new policy. Don't let the teaser rate trap you into overpaying the following year. The big companies spend a lot of money on advertising. There's nothing wrong with that, but it does create the illusion that there are only a few insurance providers out there. In reality, there are hundreds of companies offering homeowners insurance, including smaller regional carriers that can offer better rates and more personalized service. A good insurance company doesn't have to have a mascot featured in a Super Bowl ad. Don't assume that the best company for you has to be one that you've seen in a commercial. Shop around, especially with smaller or regional companies that don't rely on ads to get customers. Let's talk about bundling. The classic pitch is that you can save money by bundling your home and auto insurance. And you might, compared to that company's unbundled rates, but not compared to other carriers altogether. Bundling can make it harder to spot where you're saving and where you're overspending. Always compare bundled and unbundled quotes from multiple carriers. Bundling can save you money, but it doesn't always. Don't let the bundling question keep you from shopping around. Another place where homeowners overpay is by having too much coverage. That sounds strange, but hear me out. Your policy covers the cost to rebuild your home, not its market value. But insurers sometimes inflate that number, especially if you haven't updated your policy in a few years. And that inflated number means a higher premium. You want to make sure that you don't have overlapping riders that duplicate coverage. Also, be really clear about the amount of personal property coverage that you're carrying. Work with an independent insurance agent to break down exactly what the coverage in the policy is. Be realistic about replacement cost. If it seems high, compare it to local rebuild costs per square foot. You might be able to lower your coverage without reducing your actual protection. And then there are the add-ons. Water backup, personal valuables, identity theft protection, equipment breakdown. All of those things can be helpful in some cases, but you might be paying for coverage you don't even remember agreeing to. By all means, get all the coverage that you need, but don't get coverage that doesn't do you any good just because you want to be extra cautious. Go through your declarations page and list every add-on, and then ask yourself, would this have helped me in the last 5 years? Would it help me if disaster struck? If not, you might be able to drop it and save money. One of the biggest ways you can control your premium is with your deductible. A higher deductible means a lower premium. But if it's so high that a moderate disaster would be financially ruinous, it might not be doing you any good. On the other hand, a deductible that is too low means that you're paying a higher premium year-round for small claims that could raise your rates anyway. Set your deductible as high as you can reasonably afford. Use your insurance for big problems, not minor repairs. Before I give you one last surprising tip, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, and we appreciate your support. Here's one that might frustrate you a little. Your rates can go up just for asking questions. Seriously, calling your homeowner's insurance company to ask if something might be covered can count as a $0 claim. It doesn't matter if you've never filed anything. Just making the call can be enough to raise your rates at renewal. Companies have done the math, and they can see that people who call them with questions are more likely to make a claim in the future. Use an independent insurance agent whenever possible. They work for you, not the insurance company. You can ask them anything without it affecting your rates. So let's recap. Always shop around. Reshop your policy every year. Look beyond the big name companies. Don't assume bundling is the best deal. Double check it. Don't over-insure your home. Be careful with add-ons. Be smart with your deductible and avoid calling your insurer unless absolutely necessary. It's a lot to keep track of, but here's the cheat code. Use an independent insurance agent. They'll compare quotes across dozens or even hundreds of carriers. They'll help you figure out what coverage you need and what you don't. And if you ever need to make a claim, they should be your first call. They'll help guide you through the process so that you're not on your own. If you want to find an independent agent that specializes in your state, visit us at the Yukon Project. Our partners have a relationship with over 200 insurance companies, so they have a really good chance of finding you just what you need. It only takes a few minutes to sign up, and if they can't save you money or improve your coverage, there's no pressure to use them. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.